Man. This doesn't make no sense that there's no sidewalks. Hey, twin. I'm glad you can join me back. Join back with me. Like I said, I don't know if you listened to my message yet. I'm just gonna stream until I get home, and then I'm gonna end it then. Yeah. Yeah, I could lie, right? I said I could have lied, right? Yeah, then I'm like I said, then I'm gonna end on the sidewalk. You see how the people are out here? They're different than like I seen other people like you recording me? I'm like, damn, but this the second person that asked me recording, and I said yeah. And then dude was like, she said yeah. I said yeah, I could have lied, right? He's like, yeah, that's true. Hell yeah, that's true. I could have said no. How would you know? Now that you was gonna come up and look at my phone. Told you I'll be back, chat. Hey X, welcome back. Yeah, we after I read your comment about don't let them tell me that I can't record in there, which I know is true, that you can't. I mean that they can't. But right after I read that comment, oh Lord, I feel like I'm gonna fall. Right after I read that comment, my phone connected to their Wi-Fi, and when I tried to shut it off, it just connected right back to it, and by that point it ended the live stream. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be streaming later on anyway. I'll just wait. And then I was like, no, I gotta tell them something. So I'm just gonna rock out with you guys until I get back to the house for like, it's probably gonna be like another 15 minutes. And I feel like it warmed up out here, maybe because I went into the heat. Camden built different. Oh my gosh, yeah, Camden's built. There go that freight train I told you guys about. See that? Now you get to see both of the trains. I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can see that. It's the freight train that goes back and forth, and it usually during the day it comes like I think twice through. It comes through the city twice, but at night it comes through at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And man, does it just keep blowing that damn horn. Blowing it and blowing it and blowing it non-stop. Non-stop. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, it don't even feel that cold now when I'm walking. Like my hand's not numb like it was when I went in there. Like when we walked in the hospital, my hand was numb. I wanted to be like, can I see a doctor about my damn hand? But it was numb. You gotta run or you get hit by people over here, man. Alright. Let's see. Let's get them likes up, y'all. I don't think many people are going to come back and join now. They were already here earlier, but I'm just glad that you guys are rocking out with me till I get home. I feel safer with you guys knowing that where I'm at, you know? Even if you don't know the area. I just don't want to step on that friggin' needle that I seen. I don't know where it is. I think it's back that way it is. Yeah, it's got to be back that way. Yeah, the uncapped needle sitting right in the crack of the sidewalk. I wasn't trying to step in that. I gotta switch pharmacies, man. This is crazy to walk this far to pick up my prescription every single month. Get on the sidewalk. Because these people are nuts. They'll run you over and act like it was a speed bump in the road. Just keep going. Yeah, watch them needles. Girl, don't want that. No. Big facts. Hell no. I don't want to get stuck with that crap at all. I can't stand needles in the first place. But I'm not trying to get stuck by somebody else's shit. Hell no. Too many. Ew. Whew. I'm telling you though, when I tell you guys that where it was at, it's nothing but needles down there usually. They had to come and just clean it up. I'm gonna take you guys down that road I told you about, that I showed you when we first came down this way. I said you don't want to walk that street at night because it leads to like Mechanic Street. That's the street we're gonna take back. It's daylight, so we're fine. But we're gonna go down there. I'm gonna show you. You're gonna see exactly why. I said you don't want to be down there at night, especially during the summertime when everybody's outside. Like I said, if you know the hood and you know how to maneuver, you don't get bothered. I don't get bothered when I'm out here. I don't get bothered when I'm out here. I've only been questioned one time, and it was after me. I moved here in April, and I think the person asked me in like July or something like that. California, there's a park called Needle Park. Care to guess why? Hey, Twin, didn't you say something about Needle Park in Philly? Did you say there's like a Needle Park or something like that in Philly? Is that the real name of it? Because that's crazy. He just said the same thing. X just said the same thing about some Needle Park. You just said something about that not too long ago. It's you know, X, it's terrible. That's terrible. You think park, you think kids, you think playground, you think families, right? You don't think needles and stuff. Like when I was growing up, I mean, I lived in the suburbs, I lived in a nice area, but they do drugs everywhere. They do drugs everywhere, but they're so messy out here, it's ridiculous. There's no care for anybody. Like I just told you, know, the needle on the ground back there that's not capped up. Like, they don't care. All they care about is getting high, and that's it. Dang. If I had like a bicycle, I'd probably ride it on that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Not the smartest idea, but I probably would do it, knowing me. I feel like that's what I should get while I'm out here until I start working and get or get my disability and get a car, get another car. I think I should invest in like a bicycle, because all this walking is getting on my damn nerves. Hey, True, what's good with you? Appreciate you coming through. Yeah, there's one Cali Skid Row area. What the hell? Like 4, it's good to see you, big sis. It's good to see you, True, man. It's good to see you too, brother. Appreciate you coming through and showing Jelly love. You already know. We're just taking a little walk back to the house. I wanted to get my prescription for my seizures. And I would love to get across the street. Thank you. We don't get that much further, guys. Rock out with Jelly till I get home, so we all know I'm home safe. Yeah, get one. Wait, yeah, get one Jelly electric biking. You know what though? Someone else mentioned that to me, but the thing is, they're expensive, man. And I'm like, I get a check every month right now, but it's like I don't have enough that I can, like, after I pay my rent and then I pay my cell phone bill and what, you know, like if I have anything else to pay or gotta get beauty products, whatever, it's like it's hard to save up that until I get a job or something. It's hard to save up that extra money to, you know, dish out a couple $100s, to be honest. You know what I mean? I'm really funny when it comes to money because I know what it feels like to have it and what it feels like not to have it. So now I've learned to control my spending habits. I really did. I learned to control my spending. I had no choice but to learn how to do it. Because I used to always, especially when I lived at my parents' house, man, I get my paychecks. I pay my car note, I pay my insurance, I pay my cell phone, and then the rest of they never charged me rent, so the rest of the money was mine. I go out buy clothes, I buy shoes, and then I realized, why are you doing that? You could have saved it, you know? So I've learned to save what I can. Like, I like to smoke. I could smoke every single day of the week if I wanted to. I could afford to do it right now. Would I do that? Nope. Nope. I don't want to spend all that money every single day to do that. Vaughn, what's good with you, fam? Welcome. How you doing today? See, those are like, yeah, this place, this is the like one of the nastier spots too. But it's right across from like a nice looking company. This gas station right here is like one of the only gas stations in the actual hood. Seriously. And it's been shut down so many times that they just recently shut them down again. They had 3 fines for tainted gas. And they paid those fines. They opened it back up. And here they are shut down again. One day it was open. The next day the whole thing was fenced in. You can't even obviously go there anymore. But they sell everything in the store. Everything in the store. Everything. They probably sold you people if you wanted them. Everything was coming out that store. Alright. I'm trying to figure out what's the fastest way. I really am. I think we're going we're going to go that way. I was going to take you guys down Mechanic Street and all that bad street, but I really just don't feel like walking that far. We're not that far from home now. Twin, you still here? I can't tell if this thing's froze or not. I can't tell if the chat froze or not. If you guys are typing, I just don't see it. And I don't know if Twin is here to text me and let me know. So, he's over there yelling at absolutely nobody. There's nobody there that he's talking to, but he's yelling as if he's in an argument with somebody. I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna get me a crazy check or something. I really don't know if you guys are typing. I have no idea if any of you are talking or if no one's just saying anything, because I don't know if this thing is frozen or not. Oh, you're here. Oh, so it wasn't frozen. You guys are just not talking Jelly right now. We're almost there. We're almost back home. Hoo-wee. Yaya's Pizza. I gotta try that one day. That little pizza shop, Yaya's Pizza. I gotta try that. I'm hearing about that. See, this is Mechanic Street. We would have been on the end of it, the other end of it though. It's Mechanic Street right there. My bad. I was away from my phone and had to. Oh no, you good? You good? I just wanted to make sure somebody was here until I got home. I'm just glad those who came back. I just didn't want it, like I said, I'm going to stream later on, but I didn't want you guys to be like, damn, she just ended the live, because some people do that, and I think it's so mean when they just end the live instead of saying, all right, guys, I'm going to call it a night or something. Yeah, I think it's rude. I mean, just be like, all right, y'all, call it a night, or I'm going to get back on later on. But I'm going to end it now instead of just ending it. So if I ever end it like I just did, there's a reason. But that thing really tried to connect. Well, didn't try. It did connect to their internet and wouldn't let me off their internet. Every time I turn Wi-Fi off, it come right back on again. I wonder if that place is open yet. Hey, Tim, how are you? What state? This is Jersey, New Jersey. Jelly, it's cold. Get home warm. Hey, facts. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'll be home in like probably less than 10 minutes. If you see that virtual building right there, that big building, go down that side street right there, and we're down the street from there. But I know one thing, I'm getting tired now. All this air getting in my lungs. Man. North or South Jersey. Right outside Philly. Yeah, I live like 5 minutes from Philly. My family's from South Jersey. Oh, okay. You know Williamstown? Hell yeah, I know Williamstown. I lived right there in Sicklerville for a year and a half. I know Williamstown. That's what's up. I lived right in Sicklerville in Winslow Township for a year and a half. So I know all about there. Williamstown, Turnersville, Blackwood. I know all them areas. I was born and raised in Jersey. I mean, I've only lived outside of Jersey 3 years of my life. Almost 3 years of my life. And other than that, I've been living here since I moved back in 2021, never left again. Oh my gosh, Sicklerville is where my grandma was from. 5 Points. Okay, yep. Sicklerville. Yeah, I lived there for a year and a half. And then I moved to Atlantic City. And then from there, I moved back out this way. That's crazy, Tim. When you first said what part, I'm like, you know, people ask that because either they're from the area or they might know certain parts. When they ask the state, it's nothing. But when they ask what, you know, like north or south, I'm like, all right, maybe they know the little. Well, you said you have family out here. I'm thinking the same thing. Like, yeah, here we go. But when you said Williamstown, yes, I know all about Williamstown. I know you know all about Williamstown. I'm back. Welcome back, CJ. You should check out Texas. Texas? Can you picture me being in Texas? I don't know, man. I don't know. They might not like my accent out there. They might not like my accent out there. I never lived in anywhere, but like I said, the only place I lived other than Jersey, born and raised out here, but I moved in 2019 to 2021. So like almost at the beginning in 2019, so almost 3 years, I lived in Virginia, but I lived out in the hood out there. So when I came back here and I moved here, this is not as bad as out there though. Yeah, this one's not as bad as out there. All my family's from there. Oh, okay. Like I said, I lived in Sicklerville. I lived in I don't know if you're familiar with Winslow Township itself. But yeah, I lived out there for a year and a half. Thanks for sharing, JellyBean. Hello from Arizona. Hey, I'm gonna call you McCoy. How you doing, McCoy? Welcome. Hello from Arizona. Hello from Jersey. I'm back in. Welcome back, Kojak. It's very hard to see the mods' names. You're lucky I know your PFPs because I can barely read your name. I cannot read CJ's name. I can only tell it's his picture. Yeah, you would love it. What, in Texas? Oh yeah, that's right. That's where you're from. But would they accept would they accept me? Because listen, when I say accept me, hear me out. When I moved to Virginia, which is only, it was 5.5 hours from where from Jersey. So it's not that far. But when I moved down there, I went to the 7-Eleven across the street from where I lived. And I'm telling you, the ladies there said to me, "You're not from here, are you?" And I'm like, "How would you know that?" And they were like, "You're from Jersey." I said, "Yeah, how'd you know that?" They said, "Your accent." But see, I don't hear my accent, but everybody, even like some of the community members say, "Yeah, Jelly, I could tell that you live up north because you got a deep accent." But we don't hear it because we do this every day, obviously. Ay. You turn into your air fryer toast into Texas. Yo, listen, I love Texas toast. That's like one of my favorite things, Texas toast, right? I could just, I could open up a Texas toast air frying place in Texas. You just gave me an idea. Maybe I will move to Texas. I just gotta find residents out there first. If I come back in cowboy boots and a cowboy hat, you know why. Riding a horse. Oh, Lord. I lived everywhere. Yeah, I only lived in a couple spots in Jersey. I didn't move around like that. I lived in a couple spots in Jersey, but like I said, only one time out of state. I got homesick quick as hell, though. I actually moved there in 2019, and in 2020, I was ready to come home, started making arrangements and everything, and then COVID hit. So there was no coming back after, for a while. For a while, there was no way to get back. It's very hot out there in Texas. See, I need that. I need the heat. I don't want the 115s like we had here in the summertime. So if they have them down there in Texas, no, I don't want to go. But if it's warm, like in the 80s and the 90s, oh yes, sign me up. Sign me up. I will put on a bikini and go to the beach every day. What? Sign me up. I need to get away from this cold. I need to be away from the cold. I need to be away from the snow. Hey, wanted to join one last time until I got... Hey, that's what's up, because we're actually about to be home anyway, Kojak, so I appreciate that. Because as soon as I get to the house, guys, I'm ending it. Yeah, as soon as I get there, I'm going to end it. I never heard of Winslow. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not that far from, the borderline of Sicklerville and Clementon and all that. I don't know if you're familiar with Clementon, but it's like borderline Clementon and Sicklerville. But Sicklerville is huge though. I am cold. I am a colored person with skin built for a hot climate. Still, it turned the shit out of me. Oh, wow. I'm in Gilbert, Arizona. I know nothing about no Arizona. One of my other community members, she's from Arizona. Actually, two people are from Arizona. Mesa, Arizona. Oh, Lord, there's a lot of you guys. They say that about everyone, you be good. Oh, okay. Well, shoot. Come to Dallas. I might just have to make my way there then. If it's temperatures like that, and y'all don't see this is just a nightmare out here, man. I don't like the cold. I did 14 years. AT1, did 3 combat tours. Hello, beautiful JellyBean. Hey, Janetta, how are you? Welcome. You called me just in time because we back at the house. All right. Oh my God, how do you not hear the bus beeping like that? Excuse me. Guess what, guys? We made it back. We made it back, guys. Home safe, yeah, home safe. You know it. All right, guys. Where are you at? I'm in Jersey. I live in Jersey. Welcome. USA, U.S. Army vet. Welcome. All right, guys. Guess what? I got to end the live. I got to warm up. And I got a couple things I got to do. I will be going live later on today, possibly doing a collab with somebody around 7 o'clock. But either way, I will be live later on, 7 o'clock. Come back and check Jelly out later on. Appreciate you guys being here. You already know we got 7 likes. Let's call it a win. You know what I mean? Love you guys, and I'll see you later.